Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. So in today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you what is in my travel makeup bag and what's in my travel skincare bag. Because I don't know about you guys, but where I am, it's starting to actually feel like fall outside. Winter is coming, whether we like it or not. I'm actually kind of excited about it, but it inspired me to make this video because I'm traveling over Thanksgiving, and I know that's the biggest travel day of the year. Thanksgiving and Christmas, people are going on vacations, they're going to see their loved ones, and I thought, why not share what I'm gonna be putting in my makeup bag, so maybe you guys get some inspiration or some tips and tricks on what to pack in yours as we prepare for this busy travel holiday season. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with my makeup bag and then move along to skincare because I have a lot of stuff to cover. So I'm gonna kind of rapid fire through these so that this video isn't 45 minutes long. So starting with my makeup bag, I bring a pretty large makeup bag with me when I travel. I just always like to have more room than I need. I hate jamming things into small bags, and same thing with my suitcases. I like to have more room than I need than less room than I need. So of course I'm gonna bring my favorite primer. This is the Catrice Prime and Fine Pore Refining Anti-Shine Mattifying Long-Lasting Oil-Free Primer. You guys know this is my favorite primer. This does an amazing job of keeping my oil at bay. So I pretty much wear this every day when I'm traveling because I'm not in a touch up my makeup kind of mood. I'm probably spending the day with people I love or doing fun things, and the last thing I want to be worrying about is my makeup, and this just helps everything stay on longer. And then for my base, I always bring options. I always bring two options, one for kind of like a full coverage glam makeup kind of look, and then one that's more everyday. So of course for my everyday one, I'm bringing my Missha Perfect Cover BB Cream. This is super fast, super easy, and 99% of the time when I'm on vacation, I throw this lip balm and some mascara on. But I do like to bring another option for nice dinners or if we're going to some sort of an event. And for that, I'll bring my favorite foundation right now, which is the No. 7 Beautifully Matte Foundation. Because when I'm traveling, my skin is typically unhappy. I think that's the case with most people. You're out of your environment. It's probably getting really dried out on a plane. So you want something that's going to be nice to your skin. This is not the time to experiment. And for me, that is this foundation because it has a skin-like finish, but it still keeps me matte, and it's hypoallergenic. So I don't have to worry about this irritating what is probably already irritated skin. And then of course I bring my favorite concealer, my Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 10 Light. I use this whether I use my light base or my heavier base. This is just that perfect in-between concealer that gives you nice natural coverage, and it has a full enough coverage to cover those pesky blemishes that definitely pop up during travel times and stressful times. And then to set all of that, whether I use the BB cream or the foundation, I'll go in with my favorite powder. It's the No. 7 Perfect Light Loose Powder. Again, hypoallergenic, and it's not going to irritate your skin. And on days where I want to go for a natural look, like I go for the BB cream, this doesn't look like you're wearing powder on the face. It looks really natural, but it still holds everything together. And then when I go for more of a full coverage, this still does the job while leaving my skin looking like skin. Okay, and moving on, I told you we were gonna just shoot right through these. Moving on to blush, contour, and highlight. I like to pack something that's very compact that has all three. So for example, this Sonia Kashuk Pretty Cheeky Face Palette. I've talked about this in a favorites video, and I love it for travel because it has the mirror right here, and I like doing my makeup in front of natural light, in front of some sort of a window, and oftentimes hotel rooms don't have windows in the bathroom, so I like to go sit somewhere like at the desk or somewhere in the hotel room that has natural light. So having a big mirror is a must, and that's why I love this palette. And then of course it has all three products that you're gonna need. A nice kind of like peachy coral blush, which is the type of shade that I love. A contour color that can also be used as a bronzer, and then a beautiful champagne highlight. So this is kind of like a 3-in-1 plus a mirror, so I love this. But I know that this was limited edition. I don't know if it's still available, so I also wanted to show you guys this one. This is the Rimmel Kate Moss palette, and this has the same type of concept. It doesn't have a mirror, but it does have all three products. It has a beautiful shade of blush, and this one actually has a little bit of a shimmer in it. It reminds me of NARS Orgasm Blush. And then this contour, which comes on the cheeks a lot lighter than it looks. And then a similar kind of like champagne highlight. So these are two great options to kind of have three products in one. And 99% of the time, like I said, I'm going for a super natural look. So I will use this also as an eyeshadow palette. Like I'll use this in the crease and then one of these two shades on my lid for just an easy look. That's what I did today. I just have bronzer in my crease and highlighter on my lid. But if we're going somewhere fun, like next month we're going on a cruise, and I know there's going to be some nights where I want to get dressed up and be a little fancier than just putting some bronzer through my crease. I'll bring a small eyeshadow palette, but something that's going to offer me a lot of versatility. And the one that I'm planning on bringing with me is this e.l.f. Aqua Beauty palette. This is in the shade Cool Mist. Because it's going to be a winter trip, I want to use more like cool tone shadows because I feel like it's a little bit more festive, but at the same time I want to be able to play with some vibrant shades, and this is like the perfect palette for that. I'm either 0 or 60. Like I said, I'm like BB cream mascara or I'm going full glam. And if I'm going to go full glam on vacation, I'm going to have fun with colors, and I just love the colors in this palette. And then of course I'm going to bring my eyelash curler. This is the Tweezerman eyelash curler. It's my favorite. And then whatever mascara I'm using at the moment. Right now it's the L'Oreal Voluminous Original. And then for brows, I'll bring this L'Oreal Brow Stylish Shape and Fill and the Maybelline Fiber Volumizer. Again, because this one I can use for more of the full glam nights where I want to fill in my brows a little bit more precisely. And then I'll have this kind of brow mascara to throw on before going to the pool, or if I'm just doing the BB cream kind of day. And I don't really wear a whole lot of eyeliner on vacation, but if I do, I'm probably just going to tightline my upper lash line. So of course I'll bring my absolute favorite eyeliner for that, and is the Essence Gel Waterproof Eye Pencil. And another area I really like to have options is my lips, and they're so small. Lipsticks are so small, you might as well just bring a few. And I like to bring something that is super lightweight that I can wear on my no makeup days. And for that I have this Revlon Kiss Balm in the shade Crisp Apple. This is basically just a chapstick with a tint. It's gonna make you look like you just ate a red popsicle. So basically I use this when I wanna put something on my lips, but I'm not doing a full face of makeup. And then kind of the next step up from that is my very favorite, all-time favorite nude lipstick. It's the Kate Moss Rimmel lipstick in the shade number 14. This is my perfect nude color. I'll wear something like this when I'm actually gonna do makeup and I want a real lipstick, not just a chapstick. And then another step up from that is if I wanna wear some sort of a vibrant color on my lips. And since we're talking about the holiday season, I feel like you have to pack a red lipstick. And for that, I have this Wet n Wild How Fleek Is Your Love liquid lipstick. This is their Color Icon matte liquid lipstick. I believe this came in a holiday collection, but I know their catsuit one also has a beautiful red shade. And then lastly, I'll bring some tweezers because there's nothing worse than having that one stray brow hair and not being able to get it. So I always pack a pair of these as well. And that's it for the actual makeup products. So now for the applicators, I'll always bring some sort of a sponge. It's my favorite way to apply my base. And if I was leaving right now, I would bring this one. This is the new e.l.f. highlighting sponge that I don't use at all for highlighting. It has become one of my favorite foundation sponges. So I would pack something like this. And then I got this kind of like a brush case when I bought one of the sets from Real Techniques, and I absolutely love it. It just Velcros closed. And then you open it up and you just got all of your brushes nice and organized, and they're not gonna get damaged in your suitcase. So I just love this and I use it every time I travel. So the brushes I always have in here are number one, the e.l.f. blush brush. This thing comes with me everywhere. I've talked about this a million times. It's a must-have in a makeup kit. Once I'm done applying my base and my concealer with my sponge, I'll go ahead and set my under eyes and my entire face with this brush. And then I'll go ahead and move to contour. And for that, I use this brush. I believe this is the e.l.f. Mineral brush, but it's just like a mini powder brush, which is perfect for just getting right underneath your cheekbones. And then if I want to go ahead and blend it out and use that contour color also as a bronzer, I'll use a bigger brush like this one. This is the Wet n Wild powder brush, and I also use this to apply my blush because I kind of like the way that it looks when some bronzer is mixed in with your blush. So I usually share a brush for those two products. And then for my highlighter, I'll go in with this e.l.f. highlighting brush. I love this brush, you guys know, for highlighter. It's just been my go-to. And then I'll also bring some sort of a concealer brush. This one came in that BS Mall set, and I'll use this for pinpointing some blemishes on my face with concealer or for just cleaning up underneath my brows. I just like to have some sort of a brush for dedicated concealer application. And then for eyeshadow, I have some sort of a packer brush. This one is the $1 e.l.f. brush that I love. And then no one's gonna be surprised, but my Wet n Wild crease brush, always have that on me. And then if I'm gonna do more of a complicated eyeshadow look, I like to have these two brushes as well. This is the e.l.f. crease brush. It's just a little bit smaller than the Wet n Wild one if I wanna go in with a darker color, more focused in the crease. And then I also like to bring this e.l.f. Beautifully Precise smudge brush for kind of putting shadow up underneath my eyes. And those are all the brushes that I bring. So let's go ahead and jump over to skincare. So I don't have the small version, but that's always what I bring. I just don't have one with me right now because I'm not traveling until next month. But this is the Clean and Clear Morning Burst Facial Cleanser. I'm sure you guys have seen the little mini versions of this that are always sold at like Target and every drugstore, and that's what I bring. I don't bring this whole huge thing. I just wanted to show you guys what I was talking about. If you guys have seen my skincare video, you know I use 3 different cleansers depending on where I am in my routine, depending on how my skin is. But when I'm traveling, I don't bring my entire skincare process with me. I like to have one cleanser morning and night that doesn't irritate my skin but gets the job done, and for me it's been this cleanser, and the small versions of this are like 99 cents. But because I'm using more of just like a standard cleanser and I have acne prone skin, I always want to make sure all of my makeup gets off of my skin. So I've been traveling with this as well. This is the Pacifica Kale Water. I talked about this on Twitter. I absolutely love this. This is a micellar cleansing tonic. So after I'm done getting all my makeup off with this, I'll go in on one of these little cotton pads. I got these at Target, I think, and just saturate one of these with this micellar cleansing tonic and go over my entire face. And there's always residue that this gets off, and it's just comforting for me to see that because I know now everything is off of my skin. And this has glycolic acid in it as well as kale water. So it's really getting below the surface level and making sure all of the dirt and crap that got on your face that day gets off. So for other oily acne prone people, I really recommend this. And then I'll also bring my oil-free eye makeup remover from Neutrogena for those days where I do more fun makeup looks to make sure I get everything off. And for this, I'll also use those same cotton pads. So I bring a lot of these when I travel. And then once my makeup is completely off, this is the only serum I travel with, but I always travel with it. This is the organic cold pressed rosehip seed oil from The Ordinary. I love this stuff. I've raved about it before, and especially when I travel, I have to have this because when I get dry patches on my skin, this is the only thing that works. So I go ahead and put this on my clean skin, or I mix it in with my moisturizer, which is right now the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel. So these 2 things will go on my skin in the evening, and then I'll go in with my eye cream. And right now I'm using the No. 7 Protect and Perfect Intense Advanced Eye Cream. And then for lips, I'll use the Yes to Coconut lip oil all over my lips. And I know this seems like a lot, but all of these things are really small and compact, and this whole process takes me no time at all. So that's kind of what I do in the evening. And then in the morning, I'll go in with the same face wash. And then right now I'm using this CeraVe Skin Renewing Day Cream. This has SPF of 30 in it, as well as some retinol. I just started using this, so the jury is still out, but so far I'm liking it. I'll keep you guys posted. And then I also always keep hair ties. Like, you'll always find so many hair ties. There's 3 of them in my bag right now because there is nothing worse than trying to get your makeup off with no hair ties. Like, I like to have everything out of my face and just go to town because I want to make sure everything gets off my face. So you'll always find these in my skincare bags. And then lastly, I also keep this with my skincare. This is like a mini little perfume sample. I don't know about you guys, but every time I get the option for free samples from Ulta or any website that offers free samples with an order, I always 100% of the time select fragrance. So I have a collection of them in my bathroom, and I just grab one and I have a new fresh scent for that vacation, and that scent will forever remind me of that particular vacation. So it's just kind of like a fun little thing that I do to collect memories with the different perfumes. And that is everything that I would bring in my skincare and in my makeup bag. So I really hope you guys found this video helpful, especially if you are traveling soon. Maybe you have a few new ideas of things to put in your makeup bag. But now that I have rambled on for probably way too long, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. So thank you so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.